eye right now, I think, on Jackson, who's the defensive stopper for Iowa State. She's come in and surprised the team. Been the biggest surprise, maybe, of all for Iowa State as the freshmen go.
First quarterfinal matchup. Iowa State, last year's champs. Baylor, 11-time Big 12 tournament champs. Their last in 2021. Baylor in the gold, Iowa State in the white. 4-5 matchup.
Keep an eye on Iowa State early. There are 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. None of them have played in postseason yet, so this is their first experience with March Madness.
This shot is off. Wrestling for the rebound. Emily Ryan pulls it out. She is their leader, the senior number 11. Into the post. First bucket of the game. Rattled home by Addie Brown. Another one of those bad freshmen. Starting 5-4. Same 5 we saw yesterday. Walker, Andrews, Blackwell, Little Page, Bug, and Fauntleroy. Baylor here by virtue of a win over Texas Tech. 30th consecutive win over the Lady Raiders. Baylor has been a staple winning-wise into the post. There's that touch just short of Brooks.
Transition defense will be important for Iowa State. Baylor is a team that rebounds well and likes to run.
Blackwell with the pump and go will draw the foul and shoot free throws. A team that's won 3 NCAA championships, 05, 12, and 19. Crooks picks up her first foul.
Good job by Blackwell to get to the line. And we spoke yesterday about the fact that Asia Blackwell is one of those pieces you can move around on the board, and that's exactly what Nikki Collin does. Is she has used her outside most of the year. She's moved her more inside, but she can handle the ball and gets the free throw line.
The elder statesman coaching-wise, 29th year at Iowa State. Had a great chat with Coach Finley yesterday. Covered a lot of things we will share with you today. But one of the things he told me, told you as well, he was worried about that first 75 feet. He said if we could get the ball up the court 75 feet, we feel like we have a pretty good chance to score.
I would say the first 10 minutes and the first 75 feet.
Beautiful backdoor feed. Was Ryan on the dish, Brown on the finish.
We've talked so much about Addie Crooks, but Addie Brown is a terrific freshman, maybe the best player on this team.
Yeah, Addie and audience. You're watching Iowa State for the first time. Their fans always travel so well here, plenty in the building. First time for Iowa State playing in this T-Mobile Center. Won last year at Memorial, the old home. Top of the key 3. That one buried by Brown. Iowa State, they beat Baylor in Kansas City, 74-63. After that, beat Oklahoma, then Texas in the championship. Fauntleroy on the other side. All knotted up at 7.
Talked to Nikki Collin about her and just said, you know, I really like her. And she said, yeah, she's going to be really good. I'll tell you what, that going to be is now, because she has played so well for this Baylor team. She's so strong. Did you watch her yesterday get up and down the floor, how much power she has?
There's a big change on the floor right now. Crooks is out. Nakabu coming in, the substitution.
Yeah, Nakabu is just one of those players coming in as a transfer, gives good minutes off the bench. And she spells Addie Crooks. You will see Addie Crooks in and out of this game, getting 1 to 2 minute breaks on the bench. Gets
the ball and cannot finish. Gets the second chance herself.
This game has been really, really good for both teams.
Andrews thought about the step back. Walker will pull up from the elbow. Good with the lefty.
Yeah, Walker's played well against Iowa State. Well, once against Iowa State with that schedule where it's not even. You play some teams 2 times, some teams just once during the regular season.
The unbalanced schedule in this new Big 12 14-team league. 4 teams joining led to this new format. Talk to all the coaches about that. Coach Collin employing her team to go as Walker pushes. Jumper, Little Page, Bugs, good. And the 2 schools from Arizona and Utah, Colorado re-entering that old Big 8 team, coming back into the Big 12, so it will be an even bigger tournament format. But how about Coach Finley? Big 8 days. Crooks back in. Baylor with a 2-point advantage.
Iowa State in that zone, 6 on the shot clock.
Walker, it's buried. Blackwell from deep. Crooks gets the rebound.
Iowa State's zone can be really effective. They also will run a box and one at times and obviously play man, so they mix it up a little bit.
Ryan will work off the dribble right into the heart of the Baylor defense from deep. That one rattles home from Dew.
The Iowa fans are happy to see Dew knock down a shot here early. She has struggled this year, had a little bit of illness, is feeling a lot better. She was really important in that game, in the championship game last year.
These two teams only met once, as you mentioned, in that unbalanced format. Ball, skip pass all the way across. Walker, probably the smallest player on the floor, gets the rebound. I love guards with the rebound. Fauntleroy, no good from deep. Off the glass, the kiss, the finish. Edwards. This is by far the sharpest start we have seen to a game. Top of the key. That one will get the roll.
That is something that she is capable of doing. Literally earlier in the season to try to get a last-second shot, there was a play run out of bounds by Bill Fennelly for a three-point shot for Crooks. It's one of the things that makes her special.
She shoots 27% from three, so she'll take them and she'll make them. Knocks things up at 17 under 90 seconds. Walker with the pull-up in the lane. Crooks gets the rebound, fighting down there. Fighting to get position. See that defensive acknowledgement. It creates some space. It was Crooks that drew the defender. Trying to do my math about 4.5 between the shot in the game. I am solid at math. Fauntleroy from deep. Easy math on that three. It'll tie it up at 20. Shot clock is off Iowa State. Chance to take the last shot of the quarter. Baylor forces the turnover. And folks, this one, we build it. Maybe the best matchup you would see thus far. You see our last 5 Big 12 champions, and she would definitely like to get her team back into the mix of that dominance they had. We've had 5 ties, 4 lead changes, 40 total points. That, I would say, easily our best first quarter of play amongst the games that have happened thus far. Smooth shooting. Bellinger. Sees it back, kicks over, corner three, wide open. That one buried by Yaya Felder. We've had 5 total points. We're nearly halfway through the second as another turnover. The Cyclones scoring drought is over 4 minutes for Baylor, 2:49.
I can't believe you took blame for something. That's pretty.
Andrews ends that. Cyclones to inbound.
Baylor goes zone on out of bounds and then back to man.
Crooks quickly draws the double, but goes up before it can fully get there and gets the second chance off her own rebound. Crooks fighting down low.
Crooks is just unfazed out there. It's rare she gets sped up.
Yeah, that was one of the big stories for Iowa State and Coach Fennelly. How would they reload, revamp? Obviously, the leadership they have with Emily Ryan is huge. But to add these talented freshmen that have hit the ground running to adapt their style. Three finally falls through. Second make out of the last 10 field goals as the Cyclones now to the lead.
Well, let's see if Baylor can figure out the zone or get some shots to fall. Right now, one of the reasons why Iowa State's such a good rebounding team is they keep players in front of them. They stay between the player and the basket, or the ball and the basket. Then they're able to rebound very, very well out of that. Baylor needs to get down the defense, get them into rotation of some type or a double team of some type.
Working to Crooks. Crooks content to take that. If you put her one-on-one, that's a matchup she's going to win most of the time.
Well, for a while, Edwards has been in guarding Crooks and doing a great job. Now you come in with the sub off the bench and just not quite the same experience with Bartley.
That's Madison Bartley, senior, playing her first year for Baylor. Shot clock to 10. Baylor has really hit the skids in terms of their production offensively in the half court, but Andrews, their Big 12 second teamer, only player on this Baylor team that has more than 2 years at the university. Saw Crooks motioning to the Iowa State bench, wanting to get a breather, but Jones, that's a name you're familiar with if you're a Big 12 basketball watcher in Iowa State, but this is a different Jones.
Yeah, it certainly is. Kelsey, in their DNA, though, is shooting the three, and she can knock that shot down. Here we go with Baylor again. Get downhill right now.
It was Iowa State's biggest lead, but Yaya Felder. There's Ashley Jones, who we saw light up the Big 12 tournament last year. 2023 Big 12 Player of the Year at Iowa State.
Also the second round draft pick in the WNBA last season.
Step back.
And we'll hear another sister in a little while with Oklahoma, with Aubrey.
Good block from behind. Jones swaps Felder.
Get the ball inside right now. Good job to Brown, who's capable on the block.
Brown has showcased the multiple levels of her game. That one, a smooth post move. Playing Kansas State earlier this year, scored 82 points. They'd only made 5 threes. That much to the liking of their fans. Crooks tries to get in defensively and going to the free throw line. Not a ton of free throws. Iowa State has shot none. This will be the 4th for Baylor. They've only made 1. That their second, as we are under 30 seconds to close out. It's much more of a defensive battle in this second quarter in this first quarterfinal matchup. 4 versus 5. Winner of this one plays the winner of Oklahoma, outright champs in the Big 12. They will play TCU for a spot in Monday's semis. For Ryan, their leader, no points, but 5 rebounds, 6 assists. She got to work her team, a quality shot, calls her own number, and banks it home. Heave from Walker. You had done your scout. That happened earlier this year. Walker and heaved and nearly made it, but Iowa State closes out strong. Biggest lead at one point was 5. They will head to the locker room up by 5. This is our first quarterfinal game of the tournament. Teams will get a break tomorrow before the semifinals on Monday, the final on Tuesday. Winner of this one gets to play the winner of Oklahoma, TCU. Oklahoma, the overall 1 seed. TCU, the lone upset that we have seen thus far.
And for Baylor, we look at those stats. 2 for 9 on their layups here. Had 9 offensive rebounds, 7 second chance points. Ooh, and Blackwell hurt herself.
Hard to the ground. She's grabbing that left ankle. You could hear the thud. Just looked like kind of got the chair pulled out from underneath her when she tried to put this shot up.
Well, against Bellinger, she certainly
Ooh,
had it.
She rolled the ankle. You could see it when she was planting to go up.
Oh, she's going to tough it out here. She's that kind of player. Certainly one that's been on the ground.
Fauntleroy leading the scoring for Baylor has 9 points. Addie Brown with 9. Crooks had 9 as well, who sets the screen for Ryan. And it's freshman to freshman, no answer for Crooks right now. When he was in college, he wasn't really feeling the classroom, so he went and he laid sewer pipe. He worked underground. The workers got paid 50 extra cents, came home from work one day and was complaining to his dad. And he thought, well, you know, I'm going to go back to the college route and focus on my studies. As Blackwell kisses it off the glass. That a much-needed bucket for Baylor.
Finley learned the value of hard work, and Blackwell is doing the hard work. Getting some more effort from some of her teammates right now. And again, that's what Yaya Felder did in the third quarter last game. But look who's going to work again.
Crooks. Coach Finley saying probably the first true big that we've had, showcasing that silky smooth touch. And then look at the other end. She communicated on defense, trying to send her teammate out. 3. Bounces off the back rim.
One of the best things Crooks does is communicate. When you're in the middle of that zone, you're the quarterback. You can talk.
Crooks will step in front of Little Paige Bug. She's been really quiet. You talk earlier about battling through that broken nose, and looked like yesterday was being bothered by it a little bit, but it's been just a nuisance for her this season.
Yeah, she's no longer wearing that face mask, but Little Paige Bugs hasn't looked completely comfortable, I don't think, on the floor this year.
Brooks does the work. Brooks gets the result.
Hey, count that. Count it. Got a little attitude. I love that.
She is too. Yeah, you saw her when she made the three. She was watching it, then she put the three up.
Oh, watch her talk. If you can see it on the screen, she is terrific. Always communicating, always talking, probably to the opponents as well.
Walker will just take it herself. Sagged off to the defense.
It's so important to have a good mid-range game. I think when you're playing Iowa State, they take away the three with that zone. Got a big down low and a steal.
Yeah, Baylor seemed content to take some of those threes. Did not shoot the three very well. As Little Paige Bugs fighting down low. Seeing the Bears find some momentum here in the third. They cut it to a one-possession game.
This is the time of the game where you cannot play pretty. You got to play gritty. And that's what we're seeing the last couple of plays from Baylor.
You should trademark that. Pretty, not pretty.
A lot of contact with Blackwell and Crooks.
Ryan does it herself. The steadying force, the senior. Dribbling into the heart of the defense, trying to find Little Paige Bugs, who is hounding, and a timeout will be called by Brown to maintain the possession. Now in this new format, we began on Thursday with 2 games. 3 of the 4 teams were new entrants to the Big 12. UCF, Cincinnati, Houston. BYU was in action last night. Kansas beat them. Kansas will face off against Texas. West Virginia victors last night will play Kansas State. Off the glass, out of the timeout, the turnover.
Those 2 big wins against Kansas State, I think, stand out the most. An overtime win and also a win late in the season. So that's the good part about Iowa State. This is a win they really need if they want to get out of the spot they're in or projected to be in postseason.
They try to push up that seeding line, but another turnover. 3 turnovers over the last minute 18, but can Baylor capitalize? They can.
See the intensity, and I like watching Coach Collin over there. She is so into it, such a terrific coach. And another steal.
Numbers for Baylor. Pomeroy with the easy finish. The Baylor lead now at 1. Their last lead was at 25-24. That was with 5:03 left. Another whistle. That's a foul. No turnovers.
Coach Finley talked to me about yesterday during shoot-around was he needs somebody to help. If there is a press going on, double teams going on, it can't just be Emily Ryan handling the balls. He's looking for her teammates to provide a little bit of support ball handling.
Yeah, the ball handling right now just lost. Good find, though. That a steadying force down on the floor.
Fauntleroy is down right now, holding what looks like her face, but I didn't see the play. Really step up in her absence to be that intensity out on the floor defensively. Iowa State again in their zone.
Andrews step back 3 early in the shot clock.
Again, just a quick shot.
Andrews lead, good up and under finish. Edwards. Said it early, Coach Finley said if we can get through the first 75 feet of the court, like our ability to score, they've struggled, but getting it to Crooks. Game high 19 now for the Fab freshman. About 7 seconds between the shot and the game clock. Van Geitenbeek will wait to go. Edwards 3, that one falls. Quick break of the press. 3 on the other side. Baylor wrestles control of the lead. They're up 2. It was a made 3 for Edwards. Iowa State 7 turnovers in the first half. They had 8 in that third quarter. The Cyclones shot 6 of 13, so the shooting was good. They just only got 13 shot attempts in that third period for Baylor. We talked about that period that they went through, hibernation. That's what Coach Collin said. Brittany Griner came back to campus. She was honored. Her number put up in the rafters. That sparked a lot of emotion in their new arena that's still in the process of being completed. Doesn't quite feel like home yet with all the bells and whistles. Crooks scored 10 of the Iowa State 12 points.
Edwards is fired up for Baylor. Crooks got those points, those 10 of 12 early, but she has traveled several times against this Baylor defense, and many of those turnovers coming against Dre Edwards, who is locked in on defense with her.
She was the offense. Those 12 points were in the third quarter. She scored 10 for her team. Kind of go back to her. Good ball movement. Got a little triangle right there.
Well, what's really interesting, I find, is they continually look to Crooks, even when she makes mistakes and she keeps her poise. One-on-one opportunity, a little fadeaway there.
And Dykenbeek. Edwards with the rebound, but a foul. They played with so much emotion, but that's when they really found their defensive identity in this rhythm that they've taken into.
Baylor started undefeated on the year, had some great wins against Utah.
Two hands ripping at the ball. Jackson, that was on the drive. Baylor quick the other way. Spin the miss. The rebound goes to Jackson. Top of the key three. That one buried. The freshman showing out. Brown puts Iowa State back into the lead. Response.
9 on the shot clock.
Ryan trying to go back to Crooks. Crooks is swept away by Walker. Top of the key three, Edwards gets the roll. She is engaging with the Iowa State fans. The shooters roll. There is a timeout wanted on the Iowa State side. A 6-0 run.
This is a young lady that last season had to sit out because of NCAA transfer rules. Wasn't able to play. Expected to be one and done, I think, at Baylor last year. We have just seen her so engaged with the Baylor program and emotional during senior night last weekend, and you can see the emotion. Oh, and here's the second thing. Audie Crooks has been in the game a long time. She has increased her playing time over the year, but I do not see her coming out of the game much here late. Can she keep her head about her and be effective?
That ball is just bobbling, moving so much. Baylor all over it. Once again, shot clock at 1. Don't even get a shot up. .21 turnovers now for Iowa State. Just misses. Another turnover. Walker misses the layup, so Baylor's getting the turnovers, getting the chances, but cannot convert. Back the other way. Foul will be called. 3 will not count.
And here we go. This is where Iowa State would like to be. They love being at the free throw line.
This is their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, but that's okay because this is a good time to be at the free throw line with the best free throw shooting team in the conference. Addie Brown, 75% free throw shooter.
Makes the first. So we'll get a bonus for the remainder.
This is what Iowa State is used to. They're used to playing in Hilton Coliseum where they have a loud crowd.
5. Andrews a deep 3. Good!
That will quiet the crowd a little.
Largest lead for Baylor. What does Iowa State have on the other end? Swiped at by Walker. Ryan recollects, will go up herself and will draw the whistle. Mentioned the free throw shooting prowess. Ryan, 87% from the stripe. Tied for the all-time assist lead, and she has been asked to do so much today.
She has 9 assists today on the game.
3 minutes left in regulation. First quarterfinal matchup in this Big 12 tournament. Fighting for the rebound, the whistle. Ball was out of bounds. Stepping on the line was Fauntleroy. Iowa State gets the stop. Trying to find Crooks. Crooks doing her work. Cannot convert.
It's been fun to watch that battle inside between Crooks and Edwards.
Felder thought about the 3, drives, no whistle. Crooks there with the defense. Brown will bring it up. Patty Brown, the lefty, gets and one opportunity.
I'm just telling you, I have watched this freshman play this year, and she can go stretches where she's quiet, but I think she is at her best at this time in the game. When it's crunch time, late in the game, her fitness level, her focus, just her overall skill level allows her to excel.
It's her 6th made bucket on 9 attempts, so having an efficient day. Double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. But she misses the free throw. Baylor at a 2-point advantage. 2 minutes left. Edwards foot on the line. Well off. Whistle down low. That's a foul against Iowa State. The ball will stay on this side. Fauntleroy flashes. They go to the line. 69% on the season. This is her first free throw attempts of the contest. Baylor looking for their 50th win all-time at the Big 12 tournament. 11-time champs the last time in 2021. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow goes the way of Baylor. They'll stay on this side off the miss. Andrews will inbound. Timeout. But if this is any indication, Andrea, we have 3 more games coming after this. Our first quarterfinal. Baylor coming out of the timeout. Leading by 3, a game that they have had to wrestle control back with their defense. Andrews on the pull-up is short. Ryan gets the ball back and a whistle and will walk down to the other side.
Yeah, that hurts Baylor in 2 ways. It gives Iowa State a free pass to get to the other end with a couple of freebies at the line and puts Edwards at risk for fouling out in a very important game here. She needs to remain physical, I think, with Audie Crooks.
Edwards has been their guiding force through this second half. The first one straight through by Ryan. Under 90 seconds in regulation.
Good hands right there.
Van Geitenbeek
Brown with her 11th rebound again, just tremendous on the boards.
Chance for Iowa State to take the lead. Looking for Crooks down low is Edwards with those 4 fouls, trying to push her off her spot. Crooks, good! Cyclones back into the lead. Felder for 3. Rebound for Brown. Shot clock is off. Baylor will have to foul. Felder does. Ryan will go to the line. How about Crooks on the go-ahead bucket?
I'm going to tell you what, Brown at the defensive end has been key, and Crooks on that last time down. You said they're looking at Crooks. I'm like, they need to find Crooks. Now it's Ryan's turn as that senior leader to knock these key free throws down.
87% from the line as the senior is good. She got the assist on the go-ahead bucket for Crooks. She is now the program's all-time assist leader.
Expect a timeout, and the ball will be advanced.
Baylor has 3, so plenty of timeouts for Coach Collin to work with. They can call a timeout, advance the ball, and not have to worry about what has really hampered them in this second half. That says it all right there. Woo! What a way to begin the quarterfinals. Good thing everybody gets a break after today. 19.2 left in regulation. Edwards will shoot from 3. Rims out, fighting for the rebound. Andrews comes up with it. Fauntleroy's blocked by Ryan. Fouled by Felder and Iowa State. A chance to salt this one away at the line.
Well, I was wrong on one count. Crooks did extend out to Edwards, who has knocked down some shots. Contested that shot, and guess what? Baylor hit the offensive boards, had a chance again. I think maybe needed to put the ball on the floor again, put more pressure on Iowa State in that situation to defend you at the rim.
Ryan may have just become the program assist leader earlier. She has 2 blocks in this game, and that was a big one.
Yeah, there's several numbers here that stand out. 10 times Addie Brown has a double-double. Emily Ryan with her assist today. And over 32 minutes for Addie Crooks today. Those are big numbers.
How about the poise, too?
Coach Bentley, look at him. He's like, get up into them. Get around. Nothing, no threes here. They can put the ball on the floor. Use some time.
Turn around. Edwards is off. Ball tapped around, and the defending champs stay alive. They come from behind.